It's the NBA draft, and our Jonathan Givony's mock draft has USC's Evan Mobley going number 3 to Cleveland. He was the Pac-12 freshman and player of the year last year, so he's the projected 3rd pick in this draft. At number 2 is Jalen Green to the Houston Rockets. He spent last year in the G League, where he averaged nearly 18 points a game, shot 37% from 3. And then at number 1, everyone is expecting it to be Oklahoma State star Cade Cunningham going to Detroit. He averaged over 20 points a game in his lone season in Stillwater. He was the Big 12 Player of the Year. And obviously, if we're talking about the draft, we have to talk to this man. There is Jay Bilas with an absolutely epic T-shirt ready to go this morning. And so all eyes will be on Cunningham tonight, Jay. And for folks who haven't seen a lot of him playing, just what makes this kid special? How good is he on the next level?
Well, he's potentially great, all-star caliber, all NBA, and he is truly a complete player. And with all the boxes that you check off, he checks literally every single one. He's 6'8" as a point guard, can really handle it, 7'1" wingspan. He's a very good defender and has a clutch gene. Shoots over 40% from 3, can shoot it off the dribble, can get by people, drive to the basket and finish. He can also post up when he gets a favorable matchup. There's really nowhere on the floor that he can't be effective. And Mike Schmitz, who I think is the best talent evaluator out there, has likened him to Luka Doncic. But he's actually a better defender than Doncic. Better on the ball, better off the ball. I think he's the real deal, and I think he's going to go number 1. I happen to think it's a no-brainer selection in a draft, Greeny, that's as deep and talented as any draft since 2003, when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, and Chris Bosh came out.
All right, so that's high praise for a group of players whose names will be called tonight. So give me 1 or 2 more that a fan should be extremely excited when they hear that player's name called with their team. Like 1 or 2 guys you think that might not be right at the top that people should be very excited about.
Well, you've already mentioned, Jalen Green and Evan Mobley, who I think are great, potentially great players. Jalen Suggs of Gonzaga, but one to look for a little bit further down is Moses Moody of Arkansas. Moody is 6'6", has a 7'1" wingspan. Gets to the free throw line. He's an outstanding scorer, and I think he's going to get even better as a defender. He's a gritty defender now, playing at Arkansas, but I think he's going to be even better. He fits the suit in the NBA, and I think he's going to be a truly outstanding player. Can shoot it from deep, mid-range, but his ability to get to the rim and initiate contact and get to the free throw line, I think, translates very well. And then I think Davion Mitchell of Baylor is an underrated player. I've got him ranked, frankly, in the top 5 because of his on-ball defensive ability. He can really guard the ball. And I just don't think there's any way he fails in the NBA. No way.
All right, so we're looking forward to that tonight. Pardon me, it's 8 Eastern tonight on ESPN and ABC. Meantime, this draft comes at sort of a tumultuous moment in the world of college sports, and I couldn't have you on here and not get your perspective on that, with the very real possibility/likelihood that Texas and Oklahoma are going to move to the SEC. Almost all of the conversation has been about the impact on college football. How would you expect all of this realignment to impact college basketball?
Well, it's a secondary concern, as you know. Football runs college sports, and that's fine. I get that. But this is all about consolidation of power and pulling money and markets to these specific conferences. And the SEC is the leader in all that. I mean, they're going to be a billion-dollar conference, a multi-billion-dollar conference going forward. So that's a lot of money for each conference member. So I think gaining entry into leagues like that, you're going to see power consolidated, and you're going to see the top teams playing only each other going forward. And I think we're going to see that in basketball as well. That's the way this is going to be. The top powers are going to start playing each other. And look, I floated the idea, I did it years ago, but nobody paid attention. For some reason, it's getting traction now, of if I were the SEC and the ACC, I'd merge, and I'd form essentially the NFL and the NBA, and have a 32-team conference. You'd essentially only have to play each other, and it would be the dominant force in the college sports landscape.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.